to Machuka Nyaleko TV talk show, the House of Ideas. Already, the Member of Parliament for Thiat constituency has declared that on 25th they will do more than what was done by introducing goons to the streets of Nairobi. What does this mean? What is then likely to happen to individuals like Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, Kijana wa Marwa, and Fred Okengo Matiang'i? I'm asking this because it is obvious that Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has persisted in saying that he will be among those people who will march to Parliament come on 25th June. Will these individuals be able to access the Parliament buildings? Previously, when we have such demonstrations, not just in Kenya, but also in East Africa, Uganda included, we have seen that those leaders, those top leaders, have been prevented from leaving their homes. This happened even to the late Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. It happened to many of the political figures in the Republic of Kenya during the Moi regime. This also happened earlier in the regime of, or during the regime of William Samoei Ruto, whereby most of these political figures could even use different forms so that they could be able to reach the people on the ground. What is likely to happen on 26th June? There is a possibility that most of these political leaders will not be able to leave their places unless they take more safety. And this safety includes the use of their devices, that is, the use of their phones. Remember when the Honorable Member for Thiat constituency says that you attempt going to Nairobi, to the streets of Nairobi on 26th, you will see. Even with the assurance of the police that there will be peace, it means that there will be no peace. Because in most cases, it's not the police who bring conflict where there is demonstrations, where there is peaceful demonstrations. It is the politicians. And the politicians, as we said last time during one of the episodes, we said the politicians can even change tactics. Instead of using now the youth, they can use other civilian police. They can fund them so that they will disrupt the peaceful demonstration. What is important here, now that the Kamketi Member of Parliament has shown intentions, I mean the Thiat, not Kamketi. Kamketi is the member. The Thiat Member of Parliament has indicated that he is going to disrupt the peaceful demonstration. This is where the police should come in and arrest him. Because if there will be no peace, if the Kamketi and his team will disrupt the peaceful demonstrations and probably cause some deaths, the group that will always be blamed are the police, because they are in charge of security. Now that they have one suspect, William Kamketi is one suspect. William Kamketi comes from a volatile, insecure constituency where we have bandits. So you cannot take him slightly. You cannot take William Kamketi slightly when he says they will disrupt peaceful demonstrations. And I repeat, William Kamketi, Member of Parliament for Tiaty constituency, may not be there in person, may not use the youth as they used last time to disrupt the peaceful demonstrations. It may use now security officers who are undercover, who may not be known, who will be among the peaceful demonstrators, and at the end of the day they provoke the police by probably throwing stones to the police, and this will bring the direct confrontation between the police and the members of the public. And in such a cases, it is likely that people like Gachagua, former Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, kijana wa Marwa, Matiang'i, Martha Karua, among others, will have been prevented somewhere. They will not be able, there is a possibility that they will not be able to access the CBD. When you see the political elites from the ruling side keep quiet, what the plans, the secrets that are taking place are at high notch. And the secrets are in most cases, they are in most cases planning on how to disrupt the peaceful demonstrations. Now that the police have been told by Kamketi, member of the Tiaty constituency, that is coming to disrupt, why should they wait for the day? Why should the police wait for the day before they arrest him? There is nothing like freedom of speech when you threaten Kenyans that you are coming for them, that you attempt to go there to exercise your constitutional rights, your human rights, your right to assemble, so long as it is peaceful. Now, if the police can see the element of insecurity, you know, in some cases, thugs, terrorists do announce that we are coming to attack. The member of Tiaty constituency has declared that he is coming to attack. As who? So this is whereby the police should march in and deal with the member of Tiaty constituency according to the laws of land. Kindly, if you are watching this channel for probably the first time, subscribe so that we can be exchanging ideas. In the channel, we try to explain why, given political happenings happen in a given manner, why politicians behave in a given manner. And today, despite the fact that the topic is on Gachagua, Matiang'i, and Kalonzo under house arrest, there is a possibility that on 25th June they will be under house arrest. The member for parliament for Tiaty constituency has already indicated that the day will not be peaceful. He has said it will be worse than what happened on the other day when there were demonstrations. That means he's bringing in the goons. Probably this time around, the goons will not come with clubs. They will come in a different manner, maybe with pistols in their pockets, and they will disrupt peaceful demonstrators. Sometimes these are the people who bring conflict between the police and the people. These people are given weapons. Remember, the member for Tiaty constituency comes from an area that has been affected by banditry. Most of the time, he has not been able as a member of parliament to make his people stay secure. So he has that experience of bringing trouble in Nairobi, which he has already declared. I think the people or members, the people of Tiaty constituency should rethink of bringing back. There was that man, Asman Kamama, who was in charge of security in the National Assembly during his reign as a member of parliament. Because when you threaten voters, citizens who have the right of Article 1 of the Kenyan Constitution, that all the powers, all the sovereign powers belongs to the people of Kenya and can only be exercised through representatives or directory, and then you threaten them that you try to assemble. Assembling is part of the constitution. You can assemble, you can express yourselves, so long as you don't interfere with other people's rights. These are individuals who roast their friends, wants to put flowers, who wants to express their displeasure to the government, which is constitutionally allowed. And then as a member, as a representative of people, not just Tiaty constituents, because you are a member of National Assembly, as a member, as a representative of people, as a person who is supposed to make laws, legislate laws that govern the Republic of Kenya, you say that you are coming up with goons to disrupt peaceful demonstrators, and the police is just watching. Why is Ganja? Why is the Inspector General? I think you should sleep there today. He should be under house arrest before he's arrested tomorrow, because you now, or one now, can say what is going to happen on Wednesday. It's now dangerous. People have been warned that we will come with the goons on the presence of Inspector General. The police service is independent. It should carry its mandate in an independent way. That means if I were the police Inspector General, right now, the man could be dragged. He's no longer an honorable man. once you threaten the lives of the people, then you no longer become honorable. What is IG Kanja doing? Is he waiting for blames from the public on Wednesday? How will people demonstrate peacefully if it does not bring into order this, if Kanja does not bring into order these purported speakers? You know, once you build rapport between the public and the police force, those demonstrations will be very peaceful. The police will be able to guide them. And criminals will not be able to hide within the people with weapons. The people will be able to frisk them. So, when, for instance, you keep quiet, I've not said that the IG has kept quiet, because it is when we have known that there is someone who is planning to bring rules. It is from him, not me. Then, the right thing, IG Kanja, you have the powers that has been donated to you by the people. It is a constitutional body. Your position is constitutionally created. It is a creation of the Constitution, meaning that the mandate that you have belongs to the people, and you act on behalf of the people. This is the time you should separate yourself from the earlier rights that you had given to the National Assembly. Just forget about that. Now play right. If you don't play right, you'll also appear before the National Assembly again. Where will you get the rights from? And someone has told you that I'm going to attack the peaceful demonstrations. As an IG, how can you sleep and wait for someone to bring insecurity among the gatherings? What don't you have that will not make you to bring peace and security, that you will request for external forces like from members of parliament? What don't you have? For instance, in the last budget, the security sector was properly funded than even the education sector. This means that you have the capacity to maintain and to protect the people of Kenya. And this should be peacefully. Wounds emerge not because they are within the demonstrators or from the police, but because they have been planted by an external force. And already now you can identify an external force that is likely to bring conflict come on 25th. It's actually like terror when someone declares that if you appear to these gatherings, you will face it. What is Kanja and the police likely to do? To assume? Then if you assume, it means that life of all Kenyans is just put on the balance. People are just waiting for their death, because if you cannot act on intelligence, you know, sometimes people speak unknowingly They speak not knowing that what they are saying is affecting the entire population of masses. Now what Kamketi said is directly affecting the citizens of the Republic of Kenya. It is destroying the image of the police. It is destroying the image of the government, which is led by William Ruto. It is destroying the image of Kenya. Because this is an elected leader, not at the local assemblies or county assemblies, who should speak like a village guy. This is a member of National Assembly, I repeat, who is supposed to make laws for the entire Republic of Kenya. Is he happy when some people, for instance, are abducted? Is he immune to abductions? Is he happy when people of the Ati constituency are always insecure? And if you are joining us now, subscribe so that wherever we produce another video, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to our subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. I also request you to like our videos, give your comments, share, but most importantly, do not forget to subscribe, because when you subscribe and we produce another video, YouTube will automatically notify you. Our topic today has been mainly, what do people expect on 25th? What much do you expect? We have people who lost their loved ones on 25th June 2025. Part of these people wish to participate in demonstrations. Okay, I can see the Naked Truth TV official, Naked Truth TV official, watching from Kawangwale, Nairobi, and says that please check your microphone. Is it clear now, please? The Naked Truth, is it clear? If it is clear, kindly inform me. And thank you so much for your concern. Naked Truth, that is official TV. If the microphone is clear now, you can let me know. Thank you so much. It's now clear. Now I'm forced to put it like this so that at least I'm able to be heard elsewhere, and that is Naked Truth TV official. I think I'll give it back the moment I complete this episode. That is it. So my topic this evening is on whether the 25th demonstrations, the so-called peaceful demonstrations, will really be peaceful. Because a friend of ours, a member of parliament from Tiati constituency, I think William Kamketi, has declared war on those who will be participating on those peaceful demonstrations. And my question comes in, what will happen if the IG does not take immediate action and arrest this man? Because the man has already indicated that there will be war, that he will come with guns publicly, not in secret, meaning that there is a possibility they were in a group of people planning how to disrupt, how to pit, how to kill, and how to steal for the people of Nairobi. If you are a policeman, if you are IG Ganja, what will you have done when already you have been informed that these peaceful demonstrations will no longer be peaceful? And that's what I've said. If I was Ganja, William Kamketi right now could be under house arrest. He could be well monitored until tomorrow, so that he is arrested according to the rules of Kenya, not abducted, and brought before the courts of law to explain what he means when he says that it is going to be more worse. Yes, I'm speaking time and again so that probably this can lead to IG. If it is not, he does not remember this, he should remember that the blame will go to him, the blame will go to William Ruto. This Kamketi will not be near. He will not be near. Kenyans will blame those peoples who have been given constitutional mandate to protect them. And if thugs have indicated that they will attack during that day, what step is Kanja taking to ensure that William Kamketi is kept? He does not see the day. William Kamketi should actually be behind the bars during that day, should be under investigation. He should be under investigation by now. It's the one you said. What is your take, fellow Kenyans? What is your take on William Kamketi? Should he continue planning to disrupt peaceful demonstrations? You know, when someone goes ahead and announces that we will do this, before the Inspector General, leave about the president, the Inspector General is the man entitled to ensure that people are secure. The president is the chief commander. But for internal affairs, the Inspector General should ensure that people live peacefully. That's why people are demonstrating that they should quit the office, and with that they know that the the service is an independent body. They shouldn't wait for the president to tell them arrest this person. They should do that by their own. The Naked Truth TV official, I can see flowers. Yeah. What is the meaning of the flowers? You can tell us. Thank you for your continued contributions. And if you have a comment, drop it there. I'm there to discuss it. If you have a concern, drop on our comment section like now. Just as the Naked Truth has told me the microphone has got some issues, he has given his comment, we discuss. And that is the goodness of the Republic of Kenya. We have that freedom, and if we are not sure, if we are not careful, our freedom will be taken away from us. And when we see individuals like the Member of Parliament for Tiati constituency showing, threatening us, you know, when a member of National Assembly speaks, it does not just threaten the people of Nairobi, it threatens everyone in the Republic of Kenya. And they should be treated as that much. The Inspector General, if you didn't remember that it is a criminal offense for one to threaten we the sovereign people, I've reminded you. You have a customer. You have Kamketi as your customer. Take him to where he belongs. The man should be kept somewhere behind the bars until the 25th is over. Because if he is left even on a bail, it means he will interfere with demonstrations of 25th. Not just interfering, he will attack individuals. You know, Kamket comes from a constituency that has not seen peace for quite some time. So, wherever he speaks, he should be taken with such seriousness. If you take him for granted, then it will be up to you. Now this is where people like Maraga should come in and do the necessary. Prevent what we see is going to be from the dark side. My simple question is, if these are the threats that have begun a few days before the demonstrations, whereas the police have assured Kenyans that they will give him the protection that they desire, what if these goons will be other police who will be within the civilians and who will attack the other police? What will happen? See, the police will just think that it is the citizens who are attacking them. What if these goons will not come in the same manner that they came last time? They will be within people and they will emerge from there and throw stones to other people's businesses. Of course, the police will act thinking that these are the people, these are goons, and therefore bringing chaos to peaceful demonstrators? Or is there anything to do with when a person declares that I will use the constitution to do this, and another one says I will use guns to protect you from exercising your constitutional rights? Those are some of the questions that IG Kanja should focus. I know IG Kanja will, if not careful, these opposition leaders will have some laugh time during that day. This may not be even within the knowledge of IG Kanja, because in most cases, if IG is not very intelligent to gather his own intelligence, then goons will gather for him intelligent, and they will be found stranded, people calling him for resignation, because he doesn't, or he may not understand what will be taking place on ground. He may find that other so-called DCI are tracking these opposition leaders and probably doing what is not supposed to be done. Demonstrations come hostile when hostility is brought among the demonstrators. That's the time we saw Maraga, the former Chief Justice, give his petition to the police in a very peaceful manner. This is what we expect. This is what we expect. Gave his petition to the police. Given officer was within those premises, and then they proceeded to read their petition to the members of the press. That was wonderful. We have seen demonstrations in Africa, South Africa, whereby demonstrators are properly escorted by the police in a very friendly manner. You know, demonstrations is to express your dissatisfaction. It's not to fight anyone. It's simply to demonstrate peacefully, to show that there is something that does not make you to be happy. And that's why the police are given that opportunity, not by an individual, but by our laws, our constitution, to escort the demonstrators, to ensure that there are no wounds between or within the demonstrators who may destroy the property or who may attack the demonstrators. So it is obvious that much of the responsibility, or the entire responsibility of protecting these citizens, lies squarely with the IG, not with the president, with the IG. That's why we call for the resignation of the IG. But what happens when, as an IG, you receive information that there is one person who is ready to fund, to sponsor? You know, when you say that we shall be more, this time you try to come on 25th. Try to come on 25th. It will be more worse than what you saw. That definitely means this person is planning to do evil, is planning to attack people. So as an IG, should that person be free during that day? That person should be kept somewhere, should be answering questions on what happened last time, because police normally relate criminals, a criminal, to what has happened before, to similar instances. Like now, the Nairobi governor did promise that this will not happen before. He's left scot-free. Why do you fear? He has his work to do, not the police work. As a police inspector who wants to get his respect, who wants to enjoy his work, you know, when you enjoy your work is when you ensure that you deliver what you are expected to deliver. So, if goons can decide to control you, then you better quit that work or a job then does not belong to you. I take this opportunity to thank all of those who have supported us during this episode, and I wish all of you well on 25th. Already the Tiati Member of Parliament has declared war during that day, so stay safe. And the Naked Truth TV official, thank you also for your contribution. Till we meet next time, kindly keep on subscribing, liking our videos, comments, and the most importantly one is to subscribe. Thank you.